Bill Taylor was the witness that we've all been waiting for a very long time to hear from, ever since we saw those text messages released by the special envoy to Ukraine, Kurt Volker, a few weeks ago. In those text messages, Taylor was the one who was most skeptical about the possibility that military aid was being withheld from Ukraine for potential political leverage, for help with the president's campaign. So there was always an indication that this was going to be a witness who might have been motivated, who might have seen things that were important, and who might tell things exactly like he saw them, rather than maybe trying to be loyal to the president who put him in that position. There is little doubt that this was one of the most significant witnesses yet, if not the most significant. We have had indications that there might have been some kind of a corrupt quid pro quo involving Trump and Ukraine. Bill Taylor is the first one to recount how this was actually communicated to Ukraine. We knew that there was leverage potentially in place when it came to both a meeting and when it came to military aid being withheld. Taylor added that this was something that was actually being explicitly communicated to the Ukrainian government. If you give us this thing will be released in exchange. He's also pointing in the direction, importantly, of another White House aide, Tim Morrison, who he says relayed what Gordon Sandlin had told Ukraine. One significant question coming out of this deposition is exactly how Bill Taylor's testimony comports with what Gordon Sandlin said last week. Gordon Sandlin downplayed the idea that this was an explicit quid pro quo, even though he said he wasn't certain that it wasn't. Bill Taylor suggests that Gordon Sandlin was instrumental in this. He was the one who was actually communicating it. One particular point of emphasis here is Gordon Sandlin said in his testimony that he was unaware of any effort to push for an investigation into the Bidens. Bill Taylor suggests that he actually communicated that request for an investigation into Burisma, which was the company that was employing Hunter Biden.
Is Gordon Sandlin in danger of perjury charges for his testimony to your committee?
Well, I think he is.
The difference in the two testimonies seems to be, according to what we saw from Sandlin, that maybe he pushed for Burisma, but that he didn't actually know this related to Hunter Biden. That's a little bit difficult to swallow, given that this was all in the news for months beforehand. But that seems to be the line that Gordon Sandlin might be walking in this. But we still have Democrats now talking about potentially bringing him back, maybe even talking about accusing him of some form of perjury.